It's all fun and games till someone gets shot.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about the Tekken 8 leaks one more. I did a video yesterday and I did a full breakdown of the leaks. I read literally almost everything. I think I left out a few minor details that's irrelevant, but all of the major things about characters, about story details, game mechanics, everything I broke down in that video. But one topic I did not get to is whether or not this is true. And the reason why I did that is because that video was very long. For those of you who watched that video, and I mean really watched it all the way up until the end, at the end there, I really had a lot more I wanted to say. But if I continued, that video would have been like 40 minutes easy. So I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'll just make another video tomorrow, which is today, and talk about whether or not this is true. Because that's the thing, right? In this document, there was a whole lot of information. Katarina gone, Lars gone, but will return as DLC. Shahid gone, Gigas gone, Lydia confirmed, Fakamram confirmed. There was a grappling mechanic, kind of like UFC. What was it? Power Crush was going to be changed, revamped, I would say. There's a lot of things in here talking about it being announced in 2022, releasing in 2023. But something that I kept saying throughout the entirety of that video, I kept saying these are all things that I have talked about on the channel before. Which characters should be gone, which characters should be put in. At a certain point, I started to feel like maybe I was Tekken God Omega Leaker, how similar it was to everything that we've been discussing, right? That is why I sort of wasn't focusing too much on whether or not it was real, because most of that stuff I feel like is common knowledge, right? We expect certain characters to be gone because they are either annoying or they are either not played, right? We expect certain game mechanics to either be gone or to be changed. These are all things that's just kind of like you expected. But whether or not this is true or fake, right off the back, I will say no. This is 100% fake if I had to decide. Now, the reason why I say it's 100% fake, even before I was a Tekken YouTuber and I, talk about Tekken leaks and stuff like that, I just watched so much YouTube in my lifetime and I've seen so many leaked documents for many different games, right? For many different games. And this one just seems odd. There was a part in here where the guy was talking about an NDA disclosure and how there's a loophole. Normally in leaks that does not come up. If this is a employee who is leaking this information, they will not bring up. I never seen that before. In all the times where someone has mentioned a leak, I never seen it. That was one big sign. Something else that I thought was extremely fake about this leak was the guest character they mentioned. They mentioned the guest character, his name was like Kronos or something, but he's from Hades. Now, I don't know too much about this game. I have seen it before. I think Eris was playing it or something like that. But what they said about this character just sounds so fake. They said this character will be a guest character starting off in the base roster, right? But then instead of giving that character a brand new moveset, they would just give this character's Noctis moves. Now, that just sounds fake. That just sounds like something they would not do. Why would one game company agree to do a partnership guest character, but then they say, yes, it's okay if you give our character the same moveset that you gave this other character from the past game? If anything, that makes Hades look bad, because I'm pretty sure, like I said, I don't know who Hades this character is, but I'm pretty sure he has his own abilities, he has his own moves, and if he was going to be a guest character, you would want to see him be his own character, not a clone of Noctis. A guest character being a clone of another guest character. That's like if they said instead of having Negan in Tekken 8, we're going to have Kotal Khan from Mortal Kombat, but instead of having Kotal Khan from Mortal Kombat his moveset, we're going to give Kotal Khan Negan's moveset. It's like, why would they do that? Why would they copy one guest character to another guest character? I don't know. When I was reading it in the first video, that stood out to me, but I didn't really dive deep into it because I didn't want to drag on that section of the video. Another thing that I was kind of thrown off by with this document, it's kind of hard to find a specific example, but the way it was typed out, it did seem like it was a employee, but it seemed like it was more so a fan. One thing, it says, I assume Lee is back. One thing I was talking about, I was like, why do you assume? You either know or you don't know. If you've seen Lee's name on some sort of document, or if you've seen a new character outfit, you would just say that I seen a new outfit or something of that sort. Why would you assume there? It's just small things like that that makes you question the legitimacy of this. But me personally, I agree with a lot of what this leak was saying, whether it's real or not. I agree with a lot of it, and that is kind of why I made the video, and that's why I was so reading so much into it, because I feel like a lot of these things will happen. Like Heihachi may not return. It will be focused on Kazuya versus Jin. They are trying to do tutorial stuff. We see that with the patents. I don't want to repeat the same thing, but it's like you get a lot of hints of this being fake, but also this could end up being real anyways. Something I want to do, I want to look at some comments from that video, from the past video, and I just want to talk about some of the things you guys are talking about, just to give you an example of what the community is saying. So I just finished the video, but I have a question. Did the leak say we won't get Tekken Force and Tekken 8 basically? Me personally, I think Tekken Force probably could show up. I know that's a highly requested feature. I don't think this leak is sort of confirming whether or not Tekken Force would be there. It really just depends on whether or not Harada feels the community would play it. What I said they should do is make it like a 4-player dungeon, right? You can go online and you can get matched up with 4 random people, and then you all can just run through the Tekken Force. That is something I would say they should do. One, because if you're going to add this big grand mode, it needs to be online. 2, that would just make sure that people keeps playing it, right? Think about Main Man Sui, K-Swiss, and whoever else, all joining together and playing that game mode, right? That's something that's never been done before. Multiple Tekken creators all playing the same game mode together, kind of like how they do on Twitch, right? On Twitch, Among Us, all these other games, it's like a party game basically. You would basically turn Tekken 7, that specific game mode, into a party mode. The next comment, it says, I don't believe the leaks. Someone says, me too. The part that made me skeptical was him saying that there's a loophole in the NDA and that he can't talk about it but not post pictures. Why would the leaker even mention that? And also such a convenient excuse. This is the thing, right? If you mention the loophole, you are only exposing that, and then they will fix it. So now you will no longer be able to leak anything. So that's one thing. A leaker is not going to give up their secret. 2, it really is kind of like a convenient excuse. Like, oh guys, this is real because it's a loophole. Like, I don't know. I don't think so. This comment is from the Tekken subreddit. It says, who in their right mind would believe a 4chan fanfics? I don't really consider this fan fiction, because I guess you can, but like I said, this is pretty much word for word some of the things that I said in my own videos, right? Jin versus Kazuya, getting rid of Power Crush, buffing movement, changing grabs, characters I do not want to be there. Like, this is literally like many things that I've talked about. So I want to consider it fanfic, but at the same time, you know, you either believe it or you don't, right? The one thing that I do want to talk about, I know I talked about this before, but I want to talk about it again. The tweet from Harada. Harada was comparing this leak to graffiti on the wall. Someone asked him and said, "Is this real?" And he said, "Someone's graffiti that you are going to rob a bank." Do I believe that random graffiti on the wall, or do I not? And I think this leak kind of falls suit to that. I think this is just random graffiti on the wall, but this kind of goes back to the past leak. The past leak, that Nvidia leak, was a lot of people called that fake. When I made the video, a lot of people were in the comments, fake, but literally like a day later, Nvidia confirmed that it was true. It was that person who hacked into their software did actually hack into their software. But one thing that they said is the titles is not concrete or something like that. Whatever word they used, but basically they were trying to cover themselves. They were saying, yes, the leak is real, but these names and stuff is not confirmed. And if we compare those two leaks, this leak of today and the leak from Nvidia, Harada responded to this leak, but Harada did not respond to the Nvidia leak. And I guarantee there was people asking Harada, tweeting at him, asking, is this leak real? But he did not respond, because that's the thing. That leak is not graffiti on the wall. You can't just say, oh, this is fake because Nvidia says it's real. So if Harada would have responded to that, not only would he have to explain, because this is the thing, if it is fake, right? That still brings up the question, why is Tekken 8 listed there? He would have to explain that. So the fact that he didn't even say anything about that kind of just gives that even more credibility. And it's at this point, I really don't need any confirmation that they're working on Tekken 8. I really don't. The new consoles, this game is like 8 years old. You have most of the community being done with the game. I really do not need leaks. Is kind of just exciting. It's just fun to talk about. When I made that video yesterday, I was really just having fun, and just, even if it is someone's fanfic that just caught like wildfire, it's fun to just talk about and just to break it down, because we already know Tekken 8 is on the way. I don't need Harada to confirm that. The numbers, the sales, all these things already confirmed it before, you know. And speaking to that Nvidia leak once again, God of War just got revealed for PC, so that's more credibility towards it. GTA Trilogy just got announced like 2 days ago. That's even more credibility to that Nvidia leak. So Tekken 8 is definitely on the way. This leak here, I think even though this is fake, I think some fan made this, and that's cool. But I think a lot of what this person is saying is a lot of what the community says overall. And I think this is, some of this stuff will happen, some of it will not happen. Like one big thing in here that was kind of like, whoa, it said Lars would not return but will show up as DLC. Now I already imagine there's some characters who will not show up. Like I think Bob and Dragunov will not be in Tekken 8, but they will show up in like season 1 or 2 as DLC. I already am expecting Bob and Dragunov to do that. But Lars, considering he is how important he is, you have Jin and Kazuya, and then right after that you have Lars, right? Heihachi's gone, Kazumi's gone. Next up out of the Mishimas is Lars and Lei. And how are you going to remove the four main characters, the four main characters that are the men, right? You also have Nina, Anna, Zhao Yu, if you want to throw her in there, Alyssa, right? But Lars, removing him, that's pretty big. He has a lot of things he needs to do in the story, a lot of things he needs to accomplish, as well as Jin, right? yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to make this video and just talk about whether or not it's real or not, because that's not something I really touched on. I kind of danced around that in the first video, but in this video I wanted to really tackle it head on and give what I think of it, right? My opinion, because that's the thing. The first video I try to just get all the facts, all the details, but then sometimes I like to make a second one and give my opinion, my thoughts, and how I feel about it, right? And that's pretty much what I want to do for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this second discussion about it. Subscribe to the channel. We have a lot of things to discuss every day I upload, and we're going to have some very interesting ideas coming soon. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.